gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again. I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of the Toddfox postgame show here on Halos in the Infield, the postgame network and baseball network of your Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of Western Hemisphere of the United States of America. Okay, so with that being said, the Angels get another W tonight. A little garbage runs given up there in the late 8th and 9th innings. But for the most part, this was another fun one against Ohio tonight, as the Angels will go for the sweep tomorrow in Game 4 with Detmers on the mound. But the Angels tonight get Shohei Ohtani, who, quite frankly, through the first two innings, I didn't think was going to reach the fifth inning. He was lucky to get to qualify for the win. Give Madden credit for once for letting him try to get the win and get the W. So he left him out there long enough to get that fifth inning qualifier to get to his second W in a row. The Angels are now have won 4 in a row, as I said, and they're going to be pushing for 5 in a row tomorrow against Ohio, and that'd be a good way to finish out this homestand. Had they played a little bit better in the first couple, we could have been talking about a 6 out of 7 maybe, or but 5 out of 7's not bad considering the way this started at 0-2 on the homestand. The Angels improved to 12-7. Ohio falls to 7-11. The Ohioans scored 2 runs in the first inning off of Ohtani. Ohtani threw almost 30 pitches in that first inning. The Angels would respond with 2 runs of their own, scoring home, what's his name? Rendon scoring home Ward to make it 2-1. And then a Trout follows that up to make it 2-2. And then the Angels load the bases, and something that they were struggling with in the first couple games, they kind of rectified with a big grand slam by Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward, I'm telling you, we're going to get at some point an award for player of the game. We just don't have that yet, but that's going to come up here on the screen here soon. And, obviously Ward would have been the recipient of that tonight. He was just a single shy of the cycle, a double, grand slam, and a triple late in the game. Let's go through some of the numbers here. So they would pretty much go up 6-2 at that point. They'd added another run. I think Trout knocked in one. And then they scored a couple more runs to make it 9-2. But we're going to go over the RBIs tonight. Ward again, 3 for 4, 4 runs, 4 RBIs. He was player of the game with a walk. He is now batting .395. Ohtani had 3 big hits tonight. Again, his swing isn't completely there, but it got a little elevation tonight. Hit that one off the wall for a double. So he had a double and 2 singles. He raised his average to 238. Trout went 2 for 3, then got the rest of the night off. He's batting .365. Adele came in for just a cup of coffee. Walsh had one for 5 with an RBI. Rendon went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Marsh came in. Had 2 strikeouts, but he still got a single. Mayfield was the only one in the lineup. He was the only one to go 0 for 4 out of 4 at bats. Stassi got a single tonight, and Tyler Wade had 2 more hits. He's almost hitting 300. Now we're gonna get to who sucked. Well, let me just do the pitching real quick. I'm sorry, real quick for the Angels. The winning pitcher or the losing pitcher is Plesac. He went 3 2/3, 7 runs, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed to Ward, which is a grand slam. Ohtani, the winning pitcher, 5 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. His ERA is at 4.19. Ortega pitched 2 more clean innings, so that's pretty good, lowering his ERA to 1.36. Wantz and Myers, who are the 2 weak spots in the bullpen, showed why they're the weak spots. Both would give up 3 runs, or both would give up a couple runs here in relief. So with that being said, let's get to the ever so popular Nacho Night player of the game, and that goes to the suckiest player of the night. It could be on the Angels, could be on the freaking opposing team. Let's get to that real quick.
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
So Nacho Night Award goes to the first time. And this is the first time it's actually been back-to-back winners. It's been a back-to-back winner because we really haven't had that yet, and so I believe that this is going to be our first back-to-back, and it is going to be the guy who I couldn't say his name over 60 times I tried to say it yesterday, and that is Familo Reyes. Whatever his name is, he went 0 for 4 again. He went 0 for 4 yesterday with a golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts. Tonight he goes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He actually put the bat on the ball in his 4th at bat. He would have had 9 consecutive strikeouts had he struck out again tonight, but he finishes with 8 total strikeouts. And so there's that. So, again, Familiar Reyes or Famalo, whatever the hell his name is, he gets the award for Nacho Player of the Night, presented by Paul Sereno, the world's most worthless hitting coach in all of baseball. Does absolutely nothing for your Los Angeles Angels. So we're going to get into some of the comments here tonight. Madi checks in with Light That Baby Up. T-Dub, Taylor Ward, Jacob Garrett. And we're going to need some nicknames. We're going to need some nicknames for the 3 W's in the lineup. We can't just call them WWW. We need something like, because if they keep hitting like this, they stay in the lineup. We're gonna need to have some sort of like something like the Killer Bees had with the Houston Astros. Some kind of cool nickname that we can give them. Leon says, Ward, this team, man, it looks so good right now. Clayton says, get rid of her. That's very random, especially because he didn't pitch tonight. And then Mateo says, oh, Tiny, in Roger Lodge's voice. Jaime Reyes says, every player knows their role. We're rolling. This team is rolling right now, Mateo says. Also, Leon says, what the LOL, her gets nice. Randy says, light her up. The award comes through again. And then Steve Lees checks in with hi, meaning translation, Adele and Rendon suck. She likes to start that off that way. 107-mile-per-hour fly-out Rendon tonight. At this point, he's just hating to At this point, she just hating to hate Leon right there because he's pointing out the fact that he's starting to rake. Rendon sucks a dick. Oh, so there you go, right off the back. Randy's not holding anything back. Great win tonight. Offense is elite when we play like this. I'm telling you, when you pressure the opposing pitcher, when you take pitches like they were taking tonight, and it's not like the Ohio team was throwing a lot of off speed. They were throwing a lot of fast stuff, a lot of outside corners. It's just these players actually did their homework tonight, and they were seeing that the fastball wasn't exactly terminating over the middle of the plate. It was on the outside corner or inside corner or down and away. They were saying that they were seeing, or they knew that the pitches were breaking late, so the umpires were going with them. They weren't calling the super close calls. So if it was going to be off the plate any bit, it was going to be a walk. So these pitchers had to come in, and when they came in, the Angels were ready for them, and they hit. So however they prepped for this series compared to the previous 2 or 3 series, I think we're seeing a little bit more progression. I hope they stick with whatever they're doing, whether it's advanced scouting, whether it's them doing their homework prior, whatever it is, keep doing it because right now they're looking really good. Steve Lees also says Ward woke up and shows violence today, and I'm glad he did. He sure did tonight. Let's see. Rally Chris says, James, fix the YouTube live. It's not working, and also fix the title. Says Angels won 4-1 on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Oops, can't fix that right now. I'll have to edit that after. Yeah, I don't have the YouTube feed up for whatever reason. That's kind of weird. I like Ortega as well so far. LOL, Randy says. Ward is heating up. He sure is. Trout is on a 10-game winning hitting streak. Yochoyo says Otani-san. Yes, I'm Yochio. I don't know. I know I'm killing that. Mike Myers is too up and down. For me, he pissed me off in the 9th inning. Shouldn't have gave up any runs. Shake my head, Don says. And, that's where he's battling for a spot. When you have too many pitchers ahead of him, imagine him in a high-pressure situation. That's not going to be a good look for us. So hopefully he can get his crap together here soon. I heard Fletcher is back. I think there's going to be a roster move tomorrow, Jacob. Mateo says, James is at the game tonight. Luis Torres says, damn, feels good. Let's keep it going, Halos. And you know what, Luis? You're one of those guys like me that is always either glass half full, half empty. It's, we criticize when they suck. We're happy when they win. And, it feels good to be talking about a win streak, doesn't it, Luis? Let's see. Met 2002 says Ward is showing his first round pick potential. This team is looking incredible, and that's the thing too. Right now, is I want to see what they do on the road. Ward is really looking for his pitches. He's not swinging away. He's doing a lot of good stuff right now in the batter's box and also in the outfield. So again, we're getting him going. Rendon looks to be on top of pitches. Maybe Walsh is starting to turn the corner. This lineup is only going to get better, folks. It's only going to get better. Ryu says, Angels win the series tomorrow. Let's get the sweep, and Wants and Myers are garbage. Good performance, Grillmaster says tonight. Not bad, Yochio. Great win, Dan Rios says. Ronan says, rank the Angels in the AL right now. I would have to say right now, because of their starting pitching, because of their bullpen, I'd have to give them a solid 4. I'd have to say, like in the East, you'd have to have, because at first we all thought the Chicago White Sox would be the beast of the Central. We all thought the Astros would have a good season right now. The Mariners are coming up. I think the Mariners are like 6th. They're right behind us. But I'd have to say it's probably you're looking at Toronto, Tampa Bay. Actually, Toronto, Tampa Bay, maybe New York, and then us, something like that. And then we're ahead of the Central teams. I think we're ahead of Houston. We're slightly above Seattle. I think Seattle's catching up to us. So from Mill, see, they keep trying. I can't do that name. Sorry. Todd, are you feeling good about this team? Absolutely, Mateo. I mean, if the team continues to do the little things and they're hitting the ball, situational hitting, we're running, we're stealing bases. I like the fact that Marsh was picked off, but he said, F it, I'm not getting in a pickle. It's all or nothing, and he stole second. So I really like that aggressiveness. If they stay aggressive, if they bunt the Tyler Wade's of the world, things like that, this team really, really looks fun right now. I mean, there's not too much weaknesses on this squad, and you couldn't say that 2 years ago, and you definitely couldn't say it last year. So credit Perry Manassian all the way. The only way that this team gets stopped is Joe Madden himself. I really don't mind Wants and Myers pitching tonight. Save the good arms for tomorrow, Friday, and in Chicago. And I agree, Leon. You have a 9-2 lead. Use these guys to mop up and help themselves. But you know what? They didn't help themselves tonight because if you're putting them in mop-up situations, they should be throwing up zeros because they got to get themselves into higher pressure situations. You don't want to be that guy that's out there just to mop up or pitch when you're down 7 or you're up 7. You want to be in high pressure situations, trying to hold leads, trying to keep the game tied or keep it close. You don't want to be coming in a situation like tonight. So they didn't prove or ball out tonight, so they didn't help their chances either way. So that kind of sucks. Dan Rios says Anaheim Angels. He doesn't like the Western Hemisphere one. Good win. Rally Chris gets a second shutout for Grillmaster. Was he pitching tonight? Wants and Myers are tick me off tonight. But Ramirez Ramirez is one of the best hitters, so it's not that bad. What Don is saying. Mateo says Ohtani had a nice night and off offense. 3 hits will always work. Grillmaster says, "Oh my Ward." Taylor, jeez. You need a graphic done. Go to where where shit gets done. LOL, Randy. I know who you're talking about. The team is heating up. Showtime had 3 hits. Maybe his swing is getting fixed. We'll have to see. Martin says Martin Boylan says Grillmaster must be going through socks like no tomorrow with the boys playing this good. Dude, that actually goes back to last season. I love that. The crispy socks. Oh my gosh. Offense is better without Velasquez in there. It sure is, isn't it? But that's the thing. His defense is good. But, hey, their defense didn't do bad tonight. The 3 dubs. Oh, that's okay. Darlene Salazar checks in with that one. That's not bad. The MLB is stuck with dead balls because Manfred and his BS. Speaking of balls, I bet Manfred doesn't have any and a half a vagina like Rendon did and didn't have the balls to give a true punishment for those other players. That could be. Manfred has been called soft in most other things as well. Let's see. Let's take these fucks in Houston. Grillmaster says that Rendon warming track pop fly should have been gone. Fix the baseballs. Jadakiss says. Mateo says I hate to say it, but I chose to watch the Warriors games. Basketball's boring. I'm just saying. Why would I go through socks like that?
Some people do. Matt Bedingo says, great win tonight. Taylor Ward played great. Would have been nice to see him hit for the cycle. Absolutely. The YouTube feed didn't work last night, too. Something happened with the YouTube feed. I got to check into that. I'll check that afterwards. But yeah, because we got nobody on YouTube again tonight. So something happened there. Papa Fox is happy tonight. The phones are working tonight. Well, I'll have you guys call in a few minutes here. He was happy. He was very surprised. He likes Ward at 1. He wants Ohtani to slide down a little bit in the lineup. But, hey, you can't have everything right away, so hopefully they get it going. 3 wins, Wonderful, Wicked, or the 3 wins, Wonderful, Wicked, and Wild. I wonder who would get the prediction right. Wink, wink. Rally Chris tooting his own horn. The Halos are in first. Keep it going. Randy says, see, that's why we don't fucking freak out after the first few games early in the season. Met 2002 says, Walsh is being too aggressive in the box. He used to be so patient. I don't know how I feel about Walsh right now. Duffy has done better batting average wise. He has. And then also Walsh, if you've noticed, like tonight anyway, he was laying off that fastball on the outside corner. He wasn't getting tricked on the slider. But, yes, he's getting there, I think. He was making contact, which he wasn't, and he was getting elevation today, which he hadn't been. He had been hitting everything on the ground and everything to the right side. Again, when Walsh is on fire, he's going to left field and center field. Todd, so do you think the Angels will get on a streak? They're on a hot streak already right now. They're actually playing pretty good, but I'd like for them to close out tomorrow with a win. And then they're getting the Chicago White Sox at the right time. They're getting the White Sox as a team that's scuffling right now. They've been getting beat up by the Royals in the last series. I don't know if they won today, but the White Sox aren't exactly on fire themselves. And then we'll have a preview of that series coming up here after tomorrow's game on the podcast. You might want to check that out. Give that a 5-star liking, too. We'll be talking about everything Angels, White Sox, and then the Red Sox right after that. So the Red Sox – and the thing is, too, that road trip looked dangerous about a week ago. And it still is because the Angels are notoriously bad in Fenway, and Chicago usually always gives them problems at home. But you're going into the 2 series, and if trends continue, the Angels win tomorrow. They're on a hot streak of 5 in a row, while the White Sox have been scuffling, playing under 500 baseball for a team that's supposed to be so much better in the Central. And then you look at the Red Sox, and I think the Red Sox won today against Toronto to avoid the sweep or to at least get one of that in that series so far. Toronto had beaten them up pretty good prior to that, and Boston was, I think, 4 or 5 games under. So I think they're 8-11 now, barely. So Boston's pitching has not been good so far to start the season. So we'll have to see how it stacks up against ours on the road. And hopefully the Angels can show up against them and the White Sox on the road, because that'd be amazing before you come back here and play a Washington team. And then also we have payback. I still remember last season and how Tampa Bay just disposed of us at home and on the road. And I would like to get those mofos back when they come back to town on the next homestand. Let's see, worldwide winners. Jada Kiss, it's not a bad one either. Gelato, Vince Velasquez, Dylan Cease. That's how they go. Gelato. Galito. My bad. Galito, Vince Velasquez, Dylan Cease, and then that's the pitching matchups in Chicago. Got to get 2 out of 3, I think, in game 2, or get 2 out of 3. Okay, Todd, I have a question for you. How do you say Reyes' first name? Ha ha ha, Matt. Ha ha ha. Familiar, Fumongo, whatever. All I know is he was a nacho player of the night tonight with 3 more strikeouts. He followed up last night's golden sombrero with a hat trick tonight. The White Sox will be there, Randy says. And also, so yes, even me, let's see, Grillmaster sees 2 out of 3. Oh, he's predicting. This game was awesome, Yvette says. Yes, it was. A lot of offense tonight. Our bullpen needs Raciel, and Loop hasn't been good so far, but at least even Loop been struggling lately. Well, actually, Loop's been looking pretty good, dude. It's Tapera that's been up and down out of the 3. If we suck on the road trip, we will have gotten soxed in the mouth. Oh, jeez. Ward 3. World War 3. I can't even say that 2 times fast. World Ward 3. That's not bad. We have kept it good. Offensive, offensive quiet, gotten better right there. Mateo says MLB posted about Ward tonight. Oh my God, Lexi. They actually give us some love here on the West Coast. Sometimes they always forget. Cute says hi. What's up, Cute? Let's see, Patrick O'Neill jinxed Ward tonight. Yvette says, I believe it. Some of these announcers, especially when the guys have no hitters, they don't have any shame anymore. It used to be like the unwritten rule, but now you got guys on there like, yeah, we're heading to the 6th inning. He has not allowed a hit yet. It's like, Dick, you're not supposed to say that. Wants kind of sucks. Randy says, I think he's the fringe pitcher right now, like the worst pitcher we got on the team so far currently. But that's not a bad thing if you think about it. Let's see. Trout's timing is on point. It sure is. Let's see. The Winning Brothers. Okay. Or the W Inning Brothers. Okay. Let's see. It's time to trade Adele for some more starting pitching. Just saying. It might come down to that to get that real diamond in the rough to push us over the edge for the postseason run later on in the season. But it wouldn't happen anytime soon, Randy. But the more he could ball out, look, he had 4 home runs last year. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Adele has 2 or 3 already. So, I mean, if he can get to the All-Star break or somewhat close to a 20, like if he's like around like 13 to 15, he could be possible trade bait. 15 and 40 RBIs. A team would take him, but thinking that, he's platooning, he's not a full-time dude, and he's putting up those kind of numbers, maybe a 270 average. I think it would be good to be plugged in there every day to like a Cincinnati, who Cincinnati should unload. They're like 3 and 15, so keep an eye on them because maybe we do get our pitcher that we've been clamoring for in Castillo the last few years. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now that's baseball because Rendon sucks. What's next? The stadium lights are too bright. 12 and 7 feels nice. Someone remind Justin Verlander the balls are juiced. I bet Justin Verlander lobbed to Manfred to fix it. Do you all remember the claims he made a couple years ago that he'd like to complain about this? Who knows? James Gonzalez says that win felt good tonight. It was on point. Knew Jose Ramirez would get hits tonight. Had tremendous seats tonight. Yeah, I saw that. James was at the game tonight, so he got off the schneid. He had been taking a lot of loss going there. Let's see. So we beat the Ohio team tonight, 9-5. How do you think so far how we're going to do against the White Sox? Mateo says, I think they're going to do pretty good. I think it's going to be a good series. Obviously, Chicago's been weakened. Tony La Russa, in his triumphant comeback to Chicago since he managed there in the 70s, I would believe, is not gone good as he thought it would. I thought Chicago had a nice run last year. I thought they were going to be the team to beat to get to the World Series. They fell short, and boy, they don't look good this year. Dallas Keuchel, it's too bad we didn't face him. He's got like a 15 ERA. He got lit up the other night, gave up like 10 runs in 1 inning. The team is playing very flat. So now's a good time for the Angels to catch him and not give them any confidence and kick them while they're down. That's what good teams got to do. And hopefully Boston's series, the next one they go into, they scuffle a little bit and we can kick them when they're down. That would be an excellent way to start May. Finish May strong and start it during that road trip strong because, again, May's a winnable month. It's just as much as this month is now guaranteed we're going to be over 500 for the month of April. Yay! We're guaranteed over 500. Next month, we got to do the same thing. Keep staying over 500, and this team will make the postseason. I'm telling you. Beetle says, I am happy that we won, that we are first place at the moment. The T-Mobile series still bugs me. Haha. We live in there, or they live in there rent free. You know what? It's true. Look, that series is going to bother me too until they rectify it. So we're going to get a shot at them here in a little bit soon here. What does the month of May look like for us? Oh, I just got that, Mateo. The month of May does look pretty good. We have a schedule coming up here. I'll check that here in a second because, of course, I don't have it up here. I should have it up there. Let me get it while we stall here. I'll get the schedule here popped up here for the month of May so you guys can check. Or I'll go through it real quick if it would pop up. Come on, damn it. No, it's Ticketmaster. I got the wrong one. know I can get the month here. God, why is it choosing to be so goddamn slow? All right, so the month of May looks like this. They're on the road, obviously, to the 5th of May in Boston. They come home the 6th through 11th, 3 with the Washington Nationals, 3 with Tampa Bay. Then they're back on the road for Oakland and Texas, 2 winnable series. Then they're back home against Oakland and Texas for 5 games, 3 with Oakland, 2 with Texas, and then the Toronto Blue Jays to close out that end of that last weekend of the month, the 26th or 29th. They will be against the Toronto Blue Jays for 4, and then they start the last game of May in New York for the Yankees. So if you look at it right now, as it stands right now, they only play 2 teams in the month of May with winning records. Everyone else is under 500. So the month of May if it stays the way it stays, you've got a good chance to clean up and win at least 75% of your games moving forward. Matt, let's see, Grillmaster says, was Wangel, that's too hard to say. How will Roger Lodge be thinking right now of us in first place? I'll get to that in a moment. Todd, why is your hat on fire, and why is it green? It's probably because the green screen and the effects on this hat, it's not like a traditional hat, it's the trucker hat, so it's kind of like going back and forth with the lighting. My lighting's a little bit off right now. Grillmaster says Syndergaard, Suarez, and Lorenzen for us in the 3-game series versus the White Sox. Thank you. Yvette says, I agree with Papa Fox. I think Ohtani should be after Trout. Exactly. Jacob Garrett says Ohtani was running out of the ground ball. It was bullshit. His head was down, and he's got a big attitude problem. It seems his attitude seems a little short. The Halo Realm says, Todd, would you wear a cowboy hat at the stadium if they kept this up? Yes, I would. But I think that they are changing that to whatever place they're going to be at. I'm thinking when it's Tampa Bay or when they're on the East Coast, they're going to be wearing like a Boston hat. I don't know. That's the rumor. Tomorrow's game is a 4 o'clock. Is it 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Let me check here because I could have swore it was a 4 o'clock game tomorrow. I could be wrong. Tomorrow is a 1 o'clock start. It's a 1 o'clock start, 107 versus Ohio. That is true. I hope he breaks out this season. Walsh would be a big piece to the puzzle and an opportunity for us to go far. Exactly. Mateo says if we can both take both series, we will be freaking really good. Exactly. Leading into May. Got to send Wantz down, in my opinion. If we send Wantz down, I would say call up Ty Buttrey. Ty Buttrey's got nothing left to prove down there, and you might as well bring him up. I'll send you a voice message of Reyes. Thank you. Halo Realm says, don't hate me for this, but Rendon is seeing the ball very well. There's nothing to hate about it. I mean, he's starting to – the hits will come. It's just right now he's making a good, solid putting good solid wood on the ball, and the ball's flying out there. I called a sweep, baby. It's because of me. Why are we winning? It's all my powers. Randy's taking full credit. Aaron Loop hasn't been bad, making me loopy. Who wants Suzuki catching tomorrow? He will get the day game tomorrow. Let's get that sweep tomorrow, Lewis says. Nacho Knight goes to Patrick O'Neill for jinxing Ward, Yvette says. Taylor is wandering. You don't mess with him or else he will punish you. Let's see. Fuck accolades. Let's just keep winning. Exactly. We have national TV game tomorrow, or the TV game in the White Sox series, I believe Saturday. Well, that's probably the Fox game, right? If we can get on a huge roll, the White Sox, Red Sox, Nationals, Oakland 7 times, and Texas 5 times. We could. Let's see. Fernando says Buttrey touched 96 miles per hour with a new and improved fastball in Salt Lake. That's going to be fire, dude. He will not be a guy doing mop-up time. I'll tell you that right now. Adele for Bieber straight up. Ooh, Randy, I would take that in a heartbeat. Jim checks in with this just in. Rendon has not sucked this series so far. Just saying. The Halo Realm says if we can get Buttrey back to his old self, watch out. Yeah, this bullpen's already dangerous. I thought Time was our worst pitcher. I thought Jaime was our worst pitcher, but he's out of options, and the only way he's gone is they release him. And that's and he could have came in tonight in a 9-2 mop-up. He's a guy that's always been a fringe starter. He's a guy that I thought would be a player that we trade, and he might just still be that dude because when Canning comes back, what are we doing with Canning? Is he going to be a long guy? Is he going to be a reliever, a spot guy, or is he going to go back into the rotation? Who knows? What happened to Bobby V? Haven't seen him on the pregame or postgame show. I don't know, dude. I mean, they don't really let us know what's going on. Matt Bedingo says, what happened? Oh, no, I already said that. Rendon hasn't sucked tonight, Grillmaster corrects him. Yo! He goes, I went to the game. It was so fun. Glad you had a good time, Connor. The trade deadline was today. Would we have be buyers or sellers? Well, of course, buyers, Mateo. I think this team was buyers a couple years back when they had a losing record. So there's no – I have a feeling that Perry's going to be very active as we get closer to the deadline. Thoughts on John Jay retiring? Father Nicholas says, I really want John Jay. I wanted John Jay to succeed here. I wanted him to be at least a good backup. He just wasn't, he was a little long in the tooth. He had a decent career. But, he's another one of these guys that could tell his kids, hey, I played the major leagues for over 10 years and including the minor league system and stuff like that. He has nothing to be ashamed about, but he was always typed that kind of fourth outfielder and stuff like that. I really wanted him to grasp on last year. He just didn't have that chance. Section 260 Taco Buffet tonight did not suck. Also, mypillow.com orders will be taken. See, if we faced Keiko, he would have killed us. Who knows? Being over 500 in April, encouraging is because it's typically not how we start. Yvette says, when the Trucker Hack Trivia starts Sunday, or when is it going to start again? It's going to start basically the first week of May. So I think next week, sometime on the homestand, after they get back from the road trip, I think we'll start it around the weekend time or whatever. We got May for sure if we keep playing the way we are right now. Absolutely. Martin Boylan says, Todd, who is likely to go down if Ty Buttrey comes back from the bullpen? Wants because he has options. Jaime Bierria if we want to just outright designate him for an assignment, but that would be stupid because I do believe there's a lot of value in Jaime, but we're going to have to keep him on the roster. So that would be Wants would be the guy to go down if anything. And I don't think we have any options left on Myers. So that we're stuck with him as well. Thoughts on the Mets-Cardinals brawl? It was good to see a fight that actually turned into a fight instead of a pushing match. You had really good, except for the Pittsburgh Cardinals ones from a couple years back, we haven't really seen too many good fights to where there's actual takedowns, there's actual punches thrown, there's animosity. These two teams did not like each other. They talked a lot of crap, and then when the pitch came inside on Arredondo, that was it. So that was really good to see. I missed the real fights. Is anyone surprised that Apple TV hasn't had any games lately? Because they suck so bad, and you, the fans, including the ones outside of this station and others, just ripped them up one side and down the other. They did a terrible job. They're bidding for the major league contracts when cable and satellite loses them, which is coming pretty soon. The NFL ticket is going to be lost by DirecTV after this year. For the first time in over 20 years, they're going to lose the ticket. It's going to go to one of these streaming services. I believe it's Google or Apple. And you watch DirecTV, poof, disappear. And because I think we're already on the cusp of losing that other satellite network, Dish. They're on their way out because everyone's cutting the cord. And it's going to come down to you paying streaming services. And which streaming services do you want? You're going to be paying basically for what show you want, and whoever gets the sports packages, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, if that's your sport, you need to purchase that app. You need to purchase that streaming service. That's what it's going to come down to unless you get something other than cable or DirecTV, and it's like Slingbox or stuff like that. That's the only way. That's the future of television. That is literally the future of television. Because most people now, too, are too lazy to watch television on their television. They're watching it on their phone or they're on their computer. White Sox is a 4-game series. Oh, my bad. Ohtani should get the day off tomorrow. I hope so, Dan. What is the cowboy hat, or what if the cowboy hat is a good look? It is a good look. I wish it would keep it going. Jacob seems to think the same. Let's see. Anthony Gonzalez is going to one of the Blue Jay games, a big series. Absolutely. That team is stacked offensively and pitching wise. They remind me a lot of the Angels East. That is going to be a fun series. A lot of runs. It's either going to be a lot of runs scored or there's going to be a real close pitching matchups all the way through. Jason says stick with a cowboy hat on the road and at home. staying healthy is key, Yvette. That is always key, especially with this team. But so far, so good. Fingers crossed. It's been a relatively healthy April with the exception of the diarrhea spouts. Unlikely Cowboy songs. Oh, I can't wait to get to Harlem. I can't wait to get to Harlem. Yeehaw. Oh, jeez. Pretty good crowd tonight compared to Monday. Monday's was dead. Thoughts on John Jay? Already got into that one. Wasn't Suzuki supposed to be catching Otani? Yes, Steve Elise. I don't know what's up right there. I'm pretty sure, though, he'll be in the day game tomorrow. Stassi did an okay job tonight, but it seems like Suzuki has a pretty good repertoire with our boy Otani. Every team that we play and is under 500 scares me. They lost to the Orioles when they were below 500. That is true. I'm telling you that the schedule looks favorable on paper, but can they do it when the balls are flying around? Are they expecting big crowds tomorrow? For Thursday? No. Mateo, never is a good day game crowd expected unless there's some sort of special event at the stadium. Usually every day game I've ever gone to, they always say, oh, there's 30,000 here in attendance. It's like half that, dude. Like half that shows up. It's usually between 15 and 20,000 if that show up for day games. Will Matty V be calling the White Sox series? Good question. I don't know. They're trying to get him in the booth and no more remotes, so that could be a problem. I'm thrilled with O'Neill, or I'm not thrilled with O'Neill. Honestly, I wish I could. Grillmaster says Matt Vaginal can stay with the MLB Network. Do we trade for Luis Castillo? Absolutely. He's going to be available. Cincinnati's tanking. They have the worst record in all of baseball. Matthew Porter says, are you going to be at the next bobblehead game promotion? When is that, Matthew? Because if I am, I probably will be, because I usually give the bobbleheads away. I don't really keep them. Matty V and the last foul ball, and it's gone. Santa Maria. Yeah, he's the worst, dude. I'm telling you, that one in left field that Walsh hit, that was a home run. He's all foul ball, and it's gone. That was pathetic, dude. I could have called a better one. No on Castillo at this point. I'd rather get Bieber. Well, Bieber will be harder to get. Castillo will be easier to get, although he doesn't have a good record. So your video feed is so much better on Twitch. Your hat is not. Your hat isn't on fire. My bad. It's on green fire right now. Let's see. That's because my takes are on fire. Ty for once all day. Let's see. He has said Santa Maria once. Dan says, and it doesn't look like you're recording with a potato. I gotta fix the YouTube feed because that one didn't come through either. Wrong. Yeah, he did do it once. Let's see. Stand up. Welcome to the news. I'm your anchor. See more. Get more glasses. Apple TV. You mean Astros TV? Absolutely. Pick one. Arendano or Rendon in a fight. Who wins? I think Arenado wins because Rendon doesn't care. Taylor Ward, top tier GOAT. He's getting there. He's got a ways to go. I want to see him do it for an entire season, but right now the dude is raking. Nearly a 400 batting average right now, so you can't complain with that at all. At Fast Times, I agree. Grillmaster says, yeah, I hate Apple TV. Shake my head. They're terrible. Yeah, they do a god-awful job telling stories during the game. Do you see Pujols run around the dugout to the pitcher and to the mound and took him out? Well, I did not see that, or it took him an hour to get over there. Well, I believe that, Anthony. I wasn't focusing on him because I probably thought he was a coach because he's that out of shape. Speaking of dishes, if your cable guy sucks, fire him and get a dish. Oh, geez. 562 Fitted says, go Halos. Go Halos indeed. I use a Fire Stick and get everything for free. Dan, it used to be sportsbay.org, but they went under. Live Sports Pro is right now the best app. They have everything in HD, and you can pretty much catch anything you want. So I would suggest that. Jailbreak your Fire Stick and get that app, and you're home free. Let's see. Fuck cable and satellite. Cut the cord years ago. Atrada here, of course. He's 75 years old. That's why he couldn't get around. JT says, I can really see the cowboy hat giveaway. Watch a giant Japanese with a giant Japanese logo on it, and or a video game logo, and it would work. But if it's gonna work, the PR department from the Angels is like, nah, let's not do it. They actually want that, or they will stream it. Yvette says, Japanese cowboy. That would be pretty cool. Roger Lodge, James, you have the lights. Oh, highlights already. Let me check it. Let me check in with Roger because I want to know what Roger has to say about tonight's game.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now.
I love that intro, by the way. But what do you think about the game tonight, Roger?
Well, tonight's game was one of those typical games where you think about John Stamos and you kind of get real comfy, make sure no one's looking, and then good things happen. And then things start popping off, and then balls start going everywhere, and home runs, and everyone starts running around cheering, and I'm just a mess. I'm a complete mess when I think about John Stamos and this Angels baseball club, because I'm thinking of Stamos' head on Ward's body, and I'm thinking that's one hunk of a ball player we have right there in right field, and boy, that Tyler Ward, I'm sorry, that John Stamos in right field, I want a Stamos number 3 jersey. Okay, the first one to call 714 tickets and goes tonight, buys whenever, gets 10% off and a John Stamos jersey and a John Stamos wig. We're going to do a John Stamos family 4-pack for the 600 level for my blind date section for Halo Honk Night. Just honk your honks, and I will get on the phones on 714 tickets, and then I'll also be playing Calling All Angels every 2 minutes of my show. Stay tuned for AM 830. Back to you, Toddfox.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Roger. And that was pretty much all you needed to hear from one Roger Lodge. Jacob Garrett says Otani's walk-up song should be Japanese Cowboy by Ween. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was a real song. Dibs on Todd's bobblehead. Are you coming on to me, or you just want the actual bobblehead itself? Sorry, I had to go there. Only problem is, wouldn't the Reds want Marsh or Adele? That would be the problem, and that would be what would get him straight up. Jay Cruz says Friday's game with the White Sox, I think Thor versus Giolito. That was a really good start, really good starting matchup right there. What is Ward's walk-up song? Anyone know? No, I don't. Adele for Bieber would get it done. I hope so. Todd, what's your Twitch? Jeez, I don't even know my Twitch. It's just Halos in the infield. I don't have one personally. Let's see, James, can you fix the YouTube feed? It will be fixed. I can't fix it during the show, so I will fix it after. If the Angels were to make the playoffs and they played in a day game, expect to see the stadium packed with fans. That's the only time, Matt Bedingo, I've ever seen Angels Stadium besides a Dodger day game, I've ever seen it packed. When they played the Twins, when they played the Yankees back in the day, or any of those other series outside of 2002, you're right. I mean, it's only been in postseason play. Easy, the coach says, "Go Angels, keep building and building on that good energy." Will Debo be traded tomorrow? Hey, that's a good question, JT. I'm hoping my Baker Mayfield comes to Seattle. God, we need a quarterback. Why did the Angels change from Fox Sports to Bally's again? Because Bally's took over Fox Sports' West Coast affiliate, and including a few other West Coast affiliates, because they're trying to make a name for themselves. But a little late in the game, as cable television itself is just sinking faster than the Titanic. You think Vladdy Jr. will ever come and be an Angel? Matthew says he had an opportunity to be drafted by us, and we passed on him. So just the same way as other players, we make fun of other teams that passed on Mike Trout back in the day. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was sitting right in our hands. We could have took him, and we didn't. And that would have been a great legacy pick. And with Guerrero being obviously a Hall of Famer. But you never can say never. I know he likes Toronto, but a lot of people have said they like certain places and wind up going other places. I just hope he doesn't go to New York, Dodgers, and sell out like that. If he's going to go somewhere, I hope it would be somewhere like us or another franchise that doesn't have $1 billion and one of these teams that we all hate. Yeah, I hope the Angel games don't get on Apple TV no more. They are so cringe. I agree, Don. When you stop watching cable, you literally cut the cord with it. Oh, jeez. JT says, don't mess up. Canada won't mess this up twice. Yeah, they might not. Todd Lodge impression is brilliant. Thanks, Martin. Where is Rogers' blind date section? 600 level, which is the roof of Anaheim Stadium. You could sit up there and get the nice ocean breeze. Quite the view, by the way. Just bring binoculars. Todd's walk-up song is the best. Or Trout's walk-up song is the best. Yeah, it is pretty good. I think it's he used to do a lot of what's his name? Speaking of Canada, what's his name? Drake. He used to do a lot of Drake. One of our guys, Cal State Fullerton baseball, our third baseman, the walk-up song is Tokyo Draft. By the way, if you guys want to call in, get a couple, call into the show. It's 714. We're going to take a couple phone calls. 714-912-2877. Get your voice heard. If you have any comments, keep it to 2 minutes. We're going to talk about it's Super Gremlin by Kodiak Black. Thank you, Halo Realm. But yeah, if you guys want to get in, talk about tonight's game, talk about where the state of the Angels, let's get in and let's do it. 714-912-2877. The walk-up song is Super Gremlin by Kodiak Black. Would you guys trade Adele and Marsh for any pitchers? I wouldn't touch Marsh, and I really don't want to get rid of Adele either, especially with Upton gone. But if it gets us, oh, here we go. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing?
Hey, Doc, what's going on, dude?
Not much. Just excited about this team. How about you?
Oh, what a fun game that was to see what Taylor Ward has done at the top of the order, and Trouty's on fire. And boy, on a perfect day where it's literally, which is almost impossible to think, it's National Babe Ruth Day. Shohei Ohtani gets the win on the mound and has 3 hits in the game. I mean, it's just like incredible, like coincidence, karma, irony, whatever you want to call it. It's phenomenal the way that game turned out.
Oh, and don't forget Taylor Ward's number's 3. So
yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
he was hitting like Babe Ruth today.
Yeah, he sure was. And isn't it a great thing to see that he's waiting for his pitches to come over the plate? He's not swinging away like he did so much and flailing like at sliders. He's so patient up there. And I love the fact that Madden put him at leadoff. And that home run, that grand slam, how did it look off his bat going tonight from your perspective?
Well, just the sound and the way to drive the ball like that going the other way was phenomenal to see. So it was really cool because I always think of like everyone like, is this real? What's going on with Taylor? But you look over with the Dodgers, say Chris Taylor or Justin Turner, guys that nobody thought were going to turn into something. They've become really, really good players. So, there's a lot to like about Taylor Ward right now. He runs well. He's extremely strong. He's ultra aggressive in the outfield. He wants every baseball, literally every baseball. Mm-hmm. So, you know what? It's early, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, now that we sit at 12-7, Gubi, and it appears we've clinched a over 500 April for the first time in a while. Is this like, can you see something starting like really good for us going into May? Because I was telling some of the people on Instagram about how our May we only face 2 teams with winning records. I know it's early, but you have a lot of teams scuffling. I mean, could we go on a pretty good run, you think, with the way that this team is constructed?
Yeah, especially when you look at the way the pitching staff and starting staff in particular has really developed. From Michael Lorenzo, what he's doing, Noah Syndergaard, Shohei Ohtani, Patrick Sandoval was unhittable last night. Jose Suarez, I still have a lot of belief in him. I saw a lot in spring to like, and Reed Detmer's going tomorrow. That you have a chance that with this balance, and you're just finally getting some really solid swings. It was great to see Jarrett Walsh against the lefty today hit a shot like he did. Anthony Rendon's getting hot. So now you have that really good balance and a lot of power going for this team right now. So it's good.
Yeah, and then the speed is becoming dangerous. Like, I was impressed that, Marsh could have just got stuck in the pickle and looked like a deer in the headlights, and he just said, screw it, I'm going for it. And he went to second and made it. I'm like, man, this team has got, really good speed. Their bunting is getting better because you guys mentioned Nevin was working, or not Nevin, Benji Gill was working with their bunting. So, that's just going to help out. They're doing small ball. It just seems like they're getting things together after a real shortened spring training.
Yeah, I love the fact that we're seeing the defense soaring it up real good, but I love the speed because you can create runs. There's going to be times where there's enough guys in this lineup that are going to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but there's also times when a pitcher's really dealing against you, he's not going to make any mistakes. That means the home run ball won't be a big part of your scoring. So if you have like Tyler Wade, what he did today in a sacrifice situation, flying down the line, beats it out for an infield hit, and then you have Velasquez that could run, and Jack Mayfield doing what he's doing. You got Fletch coming back now, so you got balance at the bottom, table setters that put the ball in play at your bottom of the order, while that top of the order can go ahead and crush the ball.
Man, good takes, Gooby. Real quick, I know you're on your way home, and we appreciate the time. What is your prediction for tomorrow's day game?
You know what? I feel really good about Reed tomorrow. I think I love the competition in the starting staff. These guys trying to do a little bit better. I feel pretty good about a 4-2 score in a victory.
Oh,
before heading off to pretty chilly Chicago.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring a beanie and a scarf, man. I heard it's been real cold over there.
Yeah, but you know what? The way the team's playing, we'll all be warm at that point.
There you go. Yeah, you got to play off the hot streak. Oh man, hey, appreciate the time, Gooby, and we got to get your Gooby's takes when you get a chance, like the best of the week or something like that, if you get a chance.
You got it. We'll have some fun with that.
All right, Gooby. Thanks again for calling in.
Have a good one, dude.
All right, see ya.
Thanks.
That's the great Mark Gubizaw. And you know what we're going to do here next time? I know when he's on as well. If you guys got questions for Gooby, I'll write them down, or we'll keep them here in the chat. And then next time I have him on, because I'm trying to nail down a day with Chris. The great Rally Chris has been helping me get Gooby. So we get Gooby on a set day. Give us your questions or comments and whatever you want me to tell him. We'll ask him for him, and we'll give away your handles and all that too, so you guys can talk to him straight up, because that dude is probably the nicest guy in all of baseball. We really appreciate his time. Hold on. Getting another call here.
To the Halo Honk line.
Yes, Taylor High School?
The home of the Leprechauns.
No, Taylor Knights.
Oh, okay. Leprechauns. Got it.
What's going on, Rally Chris?
Yeah, I just called in because right when you had Gooby, because I was on that, got him in. You said, oh, the famous Rally Chris, and yeah, I had to call in right when you said that.
Well, yeah, dude, you've been helping out a lot, so I appreciate that, man. And getting Gooby on, again, he doesn't have to spend time on a dog and pony show like this. I really appreciate him doing that. He's a cool cat, and thanks for talking to him, because you seem to have that Rally Chris magic on Twitter. So there you go.
And I'm about to post a video that I just made. I'm about to post it on to the Guardians. Wink, wink. It's do you know the Shield?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Okay, so
you'll see it. It's Ward, Otani, and Trout.
Okay, all right. I'll check that out, dude. It's on the Twitter.
Yeah, I'm about to post it. And I'm gonna post it also on the group chat. The group chat also, and I'll post it in the on Instagram too.
Okay. All right. Cool. So predictions for you tomorrow, man. What's the score, real quick?
Probably since it's a day game and since the Angels scored a lot of runs, every time they always flat out don't score a lot of runs. I'm thinking maybe like 5-3 Angels win.
Okay, I take that. I take that in a heartbeat right now. Any win's a good win right now. But yeah, thanks again, Rally Chris. I'm gonna get to some of these comments so I could catch up, dude.
And probably since Otani had 3 hits today, I think, and since the day game, I think he's starting rolling. I think he'll probably hit a home run tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's if he plays, dude, because I heard he might get the day off tomorrow. We have to see. We'll check it out.
But if not, then if he doesn't play, then Trout probably a homer.
Okay. Sounds good, man. All right, Rally Chris. Have a good night, man. Go Angels.
All right. Go Angels.
All right, Jim Hoyt checks in with tonight's Angels game was promising. Angels cowbell night, May 20th. Why do I think Roger Lodge is going to bandwagon Halo Honk night that night? Shades of Disco night in Chicago. Ooh, yeah, where they broke the records. That was a crazy night. Thor would challenge Trout in a fight. Ooh, Springer and Trout dueling it out in center field. That would be pretty cool. Frank Thomas would probably kill Trout. Dude, Frank Thomas was a beast. That guy was huge. Everyone checking in with Gooby. Again, I will give you guys straight up anything, any comments except anything bad that we get to. Oh, hold on.
Another call. This is a Halo Honk line.
Hey, Catella High School, can I get those Halo Hawk tickets, please? I'll bring a photo of John Stamos.
You're going to bring a photo of John Stamos? It depends on what
I'll even
decade.
honk my horn 3 times and say, I'm a Halo Hawk boy.
Just honk just honk your honk in front of me and you got the tickets, my friend.
Honk, 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 honk. Go Halos! And you always have that one person in the family in the back like, go Halo.
Yeah.
They're just not interested at all. And he's like, oh, I love it. I love families together who love Angels baseball.
I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah, right. I don't even know why I called. I just called because I wanted to bother you and because you and stuff. But on top of all of that, the Angels won. Taylor Ward looks good, dude. What is up with his swing? Like, it's like he woke up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean he's squaring the ball up good, no matter which way he's hitting the ball. Even his outs look good. So I mean, he's been patient. I mean his on base percentage is off the charts, and he's almost batting .400. So yeah, I if I'm Madden, we were talking about move number 1 spot. Move now that Ward's at number 1. Don't move him. Leave him.
Yeah. Well, John Madden being John Madden. Joe Madden being Joe Madden. Is going to be like, well, time to move him out of the leadoff spot. Who can we put there now?
Kurt Suzuki.
Hey, I mean, they had him back cleanup last year, so why not?
I know, right? Oh, man.
Yeah, the Ward makes it look effortless. I haven't seen anybody, do anything so effortlessly since Jesse and the Rippers performed at the Smash Club.
Okay.
There you go. This was a full house.
Damn, I'm telling you. I mean, this team right now is going to be fun, and I think the month of May, if they stay healthy and can stay hot, and these other guys like Rendon and Walsh get going, dude, we could be mashing at the end of May. Don't you think?
Don't forget, dude. We're also talking about a starting pitching rotation that is not that bad. They're holding their weight. You don't always. We've been saying this forever, dude. For like since last year, you don't always need to have the big sexy names. You need to have the right names. And as of right now, it looks like the Angels have the right names. They might not be the biggest names in baseball, but they don't have to be. They will create a name for themselves. May I remind you, in 2002, it was basically just a bunch of average Joes. Let's be honest. We love those guys, but it was a bunch of no names and average Joes.
Yeah, you had pretty much a rotation of 3s and 4s. That's about it.
Yeah.
So
hey, you know what? If 3s and 4s win me a championship, give me the 3s and 4s. I'll take that over, whatever the Yankees are trying to buy.
Yeah,
it ain't working.
And you're right. I mean, look, you got Thor, you got Ohtani, you got Sandoval, Suarez.
You said Ohtani's name wrong.
Did I?
Ohtani.
oh, that's right. I'm thinking I screwed it up like Reyes, dude. Like I couldn't say it to save my life, but Ohtani.
Okay, real quick before I leave you, I have to show you. It's Fran Neal Reyes.
Fran Mill.
Fran Neal. There you go. You can even say it with like a non-Hispanic accent. It's just straight up Fran Neal.
Fran Mill. Okay, it only took almost the entire series for me to say it right once. So.
All right. Well, I expect you to say it right tomorrow when we record the new episode. So, buenas noches.
Well, hopefully he gets the hat trick tomorrow for Nacho Player of the Night because he's got it 2 in a row already. So we'll see.
Yeah, right. That'd be a threshold.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be a
threshold hit in the series.
I don't think that'll be a feat that'll be topped if he could do that this year. 3 in a row.
Well, I mean, we're still early. Rendon and Suzuki are still on this team, so we'll see. All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, brother. You too. All right, that was Fernando. See, we love Gubi right there. Can't stay impatient with Ward. Our patience is being rewarded, or we stayed patient with Ward. Our patience is being rewarded, and as a first round pick, Wayne says he's coming through. Thanks, Gubi, for calling in. Since I told you, Chris Woodamisi says sorry we could have had Gubi's take on the week segment.
Another phone call.
This is the Angel's grandma.
Hey, Angel's grandma, how you doing?
I went to the game tonight, Todd. This had to be one of the most exciting games I've ever gone to. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was a little shaky at the beginning.
Mhm.
Ohtani giving up that 2-run home run, but he settles down. And then Taylor Ward, pow!
I bet you were dancing in the stands, huh?
I was. I had my Let's Go Angels sign, and I had my Angel Grandma sign, and the crowd was sort of mild where I was sitting. I had to stand up and with my signs and get the crowd going. you know?
Oh. Well, you know what?
But it was.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, if anyone can get the crowd going, you can.
Oh my goodness! And it was so exciting. And Taylor Ward was only one single away from hitting for the cycle.
Mm-hmm. That
I know you talked about that probably, but
well, no, I mean, I'm just saying that is as rare as a no-hitter. So, like, for him to almost get it, I mean, that must have been a great anticipation. I know he swung in that first pitch, but still, I bet you everyone was like, ah, you know, like it was a sigh or whatever in the crowd.
I know it was so exciting. Taylor Ward, oh my God! If Madden just thinks about moving Taylor Ward from the number 1 spot, I'm going to be very angry.
Yeah, I'm sure if he hears your voice, he's gonna have to put him back in number 1.
Okay, well, I just wanted to call you. I listen to you most every night, and I enjoy listening to you. You're a joy, and I'll hang up and let someone else talk.
Oh, thanks so much for calling in. Your phone call is always welcome. We'd love to see you at the ballpark, and let us know too when you're gonna be there, because I'm gonna get another round of hats or shirts coming up, and I'm gonna throw some of your grandkids' ways.
Well, it's today. I got a ticket like 2 hours before the game. I wasn't even planning on going to the game, Todd.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was a last minute. I saw a ticket on StubHub for like $20 under the price of what it would have cost at the gate. So I said, oh, well, Ohtani's pitching. Let me get my Angel Grandma bag, and I said, I'm going down there. And I was so glad I went. It was such an exciting game. I'm still on a high. It was electric.
There you go. All right. Well, we need some of your energy for tomorrow, Angel's Grandma. We do. We need this sweep.
That would be nice. Well, I can't go tomorrow, but
yeah, but we know you're gonna be cheering for home, so we know that.
Absolutely, I'm gonna be cheering. I'm always cheering for my Angels. I love my Angels.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Angel's Grandma, and don't be a stranger. Calling in whenever you want.
Okay. Thank you, Todd. You have a nice evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was a great Angel's Grandma. The Halo Realm says, what would Gubi's walk-up song? I will ask. Promise. I'm going to keep some of these questions. Gubi was such a good guy. Loves to interact with Angels fans. Ask Gubi. Gubi's Takes of the Week segment. Yeah, it's going to be coming up here soon. What's Gubi's walk-up song? Yeah, you guys are asking about that. I'm telling you, I'm going to get to that one soon. Dang.
Another phone call. Halo Honk Line.
It's the pride of the Titans.
You mean the Leprechauns?
No, I mean the Titans. What's up, Todd?
What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm gonna say that the Angels claimed 2 of 3 from Chicago, and I know coming from a guy who naturally wants everybody DFA'd and yells at Joe Madden about his terrible managing, that's a little surprising, but I'm actually kind of confident with that. Taking 2 of 3. I have us losing to Giolito, but we have hit Velasquez hard, especially in the preseason we did, and Velasquez also isn't good. Cease we've had success against, but watch for that knuckle curveball that he has.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be, look, we played Giolito early in the season last year, did pretty good against him, but then in the second half of the season, I believe we struggled against him. So He's a tough lefty. I would have loved to seen Sandoval go up against him again, but is it Thor that's going against Giolito?
Yes. By the way, Giolito's a righty.
That's right. My bad. But I'm just
All righties.
I was thinking of Sandoval going against Giolito. I forgot. I don't know why. Never mind. Okay. So, but he did go up against him last year, and Sandy outpitched him. I do remember that. But what I'm saying is, hopefully, it's the weather's gonna be cold. You know, the Angels got to play a lot better small ball. The balls won't be flying out like they will be because they're gonna feel like a ton. So yeah, the Angels. I'm hoping for a 2 out of 3 in that series as well.
Yes. Let's hope they break wind before wind breaks them.
Oh God.
I know. But yes, that was just wanted my predictions. I'm expecting Rally Chris to say sweep. By the way, there's a comment down there. I don't know if you got to it. Fernando said Rally and I should make a podcast and call it the Rally Socks. Socks being mentioned by Martin's comment from earlier about my grilling of socks. Apparently, why? That's the stockiest idea I've ever heard of.
Okay, we'll leave it on that. But I do like the name for that podcast.
I know, it's hilarious.
All right, man.
I know.
All right, bro. Have a good night, man.
2 of 3 for Chicago.
All right, Grill Master.
2 of 3, we win in Chicago.
There you go. He's calling 2 for 3. 2 out of 3. Let's hope Chicago and the Angels can do a good job or the Angels can do a good job in Chicago. Everyone's saying Gubi was awesome. And again, if you guys want questions or give me questions for the next time we have Gubi on, I'll let you know the Gubi segment, and we can he could react to your questions and comments. Yeah, Grill, I see that one right there. Use that magic on Rendon. Great call, Fernando. There you go. They can call in banging bods and crusty socks. Talking about their show coming up here. Rally prediction. Let's see. The name Socks at Fast Times. Let's see. He's calling for 2 minutes. I'm going for the cowbell. Matt Bedingo says 3-1 to my prediction for tomorrow, or 3-1 is my prediction for tomorrow's game. Matt Bedingo says disco night with those softball uniforms. Oh, that's right, Randy. Those were the ugliest uniforms ever in baseball with those short shorts. Like they had bicycle shorts to their knees. Made's like, first place, baby. The question I asked is who would take on the Trout in a fight. It has to be someone big and buff, dude, because Trout I've seen him move like a couple of those tires. I think he was pulling one, and then he was pushing one like effortlessly. So, yeah, dude is really strong. Let's see. Leave Ward in there till he sucks again. Can we trade Kurt for another backup catcher? I'm not sure. I don't think he would take him. Or anyone would take him at this point. Shadow Hills High School. Taylor Ward makes the locals proud here in Indio, California. Oh, that's true. The Angels have done that over the years, getting a lot of local kids. I think Nevin has helped him out, being Ward. Jeff says, hell, I'd trade Kurt for some big league chew. Especially the right kind of big league chew, not the stale kind. Let's see. Trade Kurt for me. Oh, gee. Jacob Garrett says Theis can play. Theis is on the way up, hopefully. Let's see. Jacob says, hi, Angel's grandma. Everyone's saying hi to Angel's grandma because that was her first time calling in, by the way. Everyone giving her some love. Another good baseball call. Take notes, callers. Oh, jeez, Randy. Let's see. Bold question. Who would want to who would go to game 1 of the playoff series, Thor or Ohtani? Who would start? Jacob says Thor. I would have to say Thor only on experience, but if Ohtani's rolling, there you go. Fernando says hide your socks. The phone call really sucks. Good night, everybody. Big Hammer 20 says good night. Fuck the Southsiders as we're getting close here. Couldn't make the live today, but everyone, Rendon sucks. Trolls comes in. You missed Gubi. Gubi came on earlier, and I wish I had the feed going for YouTube so that I could have it up there saved. I got to figure out what's going on with the YouTube as soon as I get out of here, which will be in about a minute or so. Do we sign Lorenzen as well in the offseason? That would not be a bad move considering the way he's pitched. He's got good stuff, and if he continues, I would throw extensions to both him and Thor before the end of the season. I agree with Grillmaster that we need to take 2 out of 3. Gonna have to play small ball, and the cold kills the long ball for sure. For a good price, Jacob says we need to get Lorenzen back. I said rally socks dick. Jeez. So you got to win before it breaks up. Chris Woodmese says, I won't last on the podcast with Grillmaster because he will keep saying you're DFA'd. I agree with that. John Cena against Trout. Oh, God. Grillmaster got sense of humor. Thumbs up. Otani had an awful bullpen session pregame. He didn't figure out his release point until the third inning, Ace says. And see, she has the best seats in the house for that. She sits front row in front of the Angels bullpen. And if you ever get a chance to say hi to Ace, she's the sweetest woman over there, and she knows her Angels baseball. No Suzuki is great veteran influence on the clubhouse. True Ace Otani really struggled tonight. Thor over Otani in Game 1, in my opinion. Randy says, Matt Bedingo says, I would like to see Albert Bell against Mike Trout in a fight. Damn. You know, Albert Bell had a mean streak to him, dude. I'm telling you, that was a scary, scary guy. Grillmaster's looking for Courtney. And then let's see. I got mad love for the White Sox players and Tim Anderson, Louis Robert. They're both some of my favorite players. I wish we had them. And you know what? Those Chicago jerseys from last year, the City Connect, are by far my favorite. The black pinstripe, those are sick. Saying the same joke twice doesn't make it any funnier. Oh, shit. One more question. Who wins in the race, Trout or Otani? I think Trout, dude. Trout's got, I don't know. Otani's got longer legs, so. Tyler Wade or Velasquez, I would like to see Wade play more. He's been hitting the ball a lot better. He gives the bunt thing. For whatever reason, Velasquez isn't trying to bunt. And he has speed, and he's not even connecting when he does bunt. But I want him to be better. I really do. He reminds me of a Mycear as Turris type hitter, but a little bit better. And I think he has more pop. But can he hit like Mighty Mycear? I wish he really could. Trout edges out Otani barely. Fernando says at Fast Times versus Rally Chris versus Grillmaster in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Special guest referee Roger Lodge. Sweet dreams, Todd. Thank you, Mate. Jose Ramirez has no support in Cleveland. Why would he stay there for another 5 years? Because the money's good, but you know what? Whenever his contract comes up for big money, he could be headed somewhere else. I'd win in a match with a blindfold, Randy says. Mike Straw, Yankees disliker, an awesome guy, or is an awesome guy. Miles Straw. What format is he on? He doesn't ring a bell to me. I don't know, Ace, is that social media or is that YouTube? Let's see. Grillmaster says I would forfeit the fight. Sorry, that was a protection thing there. It says have a good night, everybody. Or at Madi, let's see. Miles is one of the Yankee fans. That's the last straw. Jeez. Jumping on a little bit late. Light that baby up, Andrew Rio. I'll say, you're super late. You missed Gubi. You missed Angel's grandma. There's a lot of stuff that took place tonight. We talked a lot about the game, how everyone's psyched about the month of May and, being a little bit easier than we expected. So, was that the game tonight? Art Ramos. There you go. And it was a fun game on TV, so I can imagine how nice it was there. My boy William was there watching the game. He offered me last second tickets, but I had worked 13 hours today and I was freaking tired, so I couldn't go. But hey, it is what it is tonight. We're going for win number 4 out of 4 tomorrow. It's good to say we're going for win number 5 total, and before we hit the road trip. So hopefully you can come out to the Big A. You have some time. Straw got into it with. I don't know why I'm blanking. Straw, I thought you were talking about like an influencer or a podcaster. Yeah, Straw's the outfielder for the Indians. Yeah, he jumped up on the wall and everything. All right, Ace. I'm going on not too much sleep, so I'm not as sharp as I usually would. But thank you right there. Yeah, Straw, he really hates the Yankees. It's going to be interesting if they do play the Yankees one more time, which I don't think they will because of the schedule. But next year, or when they play him, well, I don't think there'll be a problem with the players, but the next time they're in New York. So yeah, this is going to be good. Right now, Randy's calling for a hot take, sweeping the road trip. That's going to be a little much considering Boston always has that stupid chowder luck when we go over there. We'll just have to see what happens in Boston and in Chicago. But I'm hoping for big things for the Angels, and I'm as you guys are and gals. And so far, hopefully, we can enjoy tomorrow's win, get Detmers off the schneid, and because he's pitched decent at times, he just hasn't put it all together yet. But I'm sure he will here as we close out the rest of this series in the homestand, and we get ready for May. We can close the book here in April here after that first game, I believe, in Chicago. And all things considered, what a good start to the season, as the team is starting to get hot at the right time at the end of the month instead of fading or running into injuries and things of that nature. Okay, so if you haven't liked the podcast or checked it out, please leave a 5-star. I will have the YouTube. I don't think this one's going to make YouTube because it didn't record on this end, and it usually shoots it over right after. So basically, I'll see what's going on with that. But everyone watching on Twitch and on Instagram and everywhere else, thank you so much. Check us out tomorrow afternoon. I'll be on here probably 4:30, 5 o'clock right after the game, and we'll talk Angels baseball like we always do, right? So, Halo family, have a good night and enjoy the W, and good night, everybody.